White boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments, cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him, cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog. That's...
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Christian Watson.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Hawaii. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. It did for a touchdown pass.
They got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And just... from the 49 to the 50. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed.
And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They'll start on the ground. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A give, running right, Achane. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On 1st down, Purdy. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. But it could have gone for more.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run. Achane. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. That's taken in by Watson. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
But your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest up on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments, as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick six. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game: 18 carries, 67 yards.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy right now, who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn their status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs, too.
12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Back to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. And this pass passing games. Whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated.
There he goes, right side. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll drop to throw. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing here, Purdy. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw caught by Pitts. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. De'Von Achane to the offense, ready to go once again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. No gain on the screen there, and 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A second down throw for Purdy. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
That is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. A give left side. Here's Achane. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Will Anderson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He's got it! And now look at this! Big gain, but a fumble! And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown! Cardinals. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Leading this Cardinals offense back onto the field, there's Rondale Moore. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players They relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They're throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll look to set up his blockers. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Got a man, that's Ward. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Running right, here's Achane. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Achane. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Sentinels have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 9 now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down, Arizona.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They're going to look to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Hall. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Cardinals are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And a short pickup to about the 25. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Purdy now on second down. Right side to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Second down and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this one is right down Broadway. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Well, there's the always dangerous Rondale Moore. He and this offense ready to begin the upcoming series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Right back to Pitts again. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
36-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Back to throw again. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 7. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Shotgun now with Purdy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw is Purdy. Now he's loose at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an... And it's caught! It's a touchdown! So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And he fields it cleanly. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Running left, Achane. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Here's 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. A fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last play, Charles.